Hello and welcome to another episode of Kingdom Innovation Podcast. I am super excited to have another guest talking about amazing, great ideas from the kingdom. You guys know the drill for those that are regular on our show. Like, share, comment, subscribe, not because I need followers, but because we want to give God the glory. We want everybody to hear about these amazing ideas that these incredible creative people have come up with. So we want to get the word out. So we want people to hear about them. We want, if they have businesses, people to order their products, support kingdom, because one of the things that we don't do very well, the world knows how to market. The church doesn't necessarily know how to promote each other. So the goal is that we as a body come and help each other. You guys know that part of that is if you need to come and support us. Some of these people need help. They have businesses and they need funding, or they need a lawyer, or whatever it is you have. Call me or message me. We want to know, because sometimes younger generation may need somebody older coming alongside them, whether it's financially or legally or wisdom from above, to help them build their new adventures. So that's what the show is about, is to get the word out, to support each other. I do believe God gets glory when we talk about the ideas that have come in his presence in worship, sometime in our prayers. And I think I can say from most of the people that I've had on the show, 99% of them got their ideas either praying or worshiping. So, or a prophetic word. So I am a big proponent to give God the glory back to him. But before I introduce my amazing guest, I would like to give thank you, because I believe Thanksgiving is kingdom language, to Inside Now. They make my podcast possible. Pastor Chris is so supportive. I am able to do this. I have a couple of podcasts that are possible because of him. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for those of you that come alongside me anyways to support me in what I do. So I'm very grateful. But without further delay, I want to introduce my guest today. Is Brittany, and I'm going to try to do this right. Zaninovich.
You got it. Yeah.
It's a tough one, but I guess
it is.
I don't even put mine on the screen because most people don't get it. So welcome, Brittany. I am so happy to have you. You have no idea. I've known, I say a little bit, and I'll let her introduce herself. I met Brittany, oh my gosh, so many moons ago. She was a young girl and a pastry chef. And we had incredible journeys in the creative world. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I have always been very blessed by her creations, her cakes. I still remember I have pictures of my birthday cake, a couple of them actually, and how prophetic they were. And the words were so good and so accurate. The flavor was so incredibly amazing. So I'm very grateful to have met you and really use you as an example quite a bit with the younger generation, to show them that all these things are possible. So thank you, Brittany, for making the time. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself, because I'm not doing justice.
No worries. Well, hello, I'm Brittany Zaninovich, and Malvina's right. I am a pastry chef, and it was actually through her ministry. She had a prophetic word for me that I was going to do prophetic cakes, and that just blew my mind. I had never heard of anything like that before, and I was like, wow, God, like, is that possible? And I just felt him just reassure me so deeply, like, but with me all things are possible, so why not? And
Yes.
I just kind of took that word and I just ran with it. I'm like, all right, God, well then what is it that you're wanting to do through this area of creativity in my life? And he started speaking to me about the different ingredients to be including into the cakes or the pastries, the design, the colors, just all of the elements involved. And he was so specific, so intentional for each person that it was for. And I mean, I felt like I got blessed every time I did a cake.
Yeah, it was a great season. It was a great season.
And it was just something that I really felt it was is a core, is a memory for me, but also really skyrocketed the direction that God wanted for me and just my life and my area of creativity. So
Yes.
that's kind of how all of it came to be. That's how I met Malvina, and it's
Yes.
been incredible. And God's been so
Yes. One
good.
thing, Brittany, you talk about, the colors and the flavors. I
Mhm.
remember a lot of the ones, a lot of the cakes that I ordered at the time
Mhm.
were, my friends were so blessed. I remember ordering one from Andrea, one for Sue. I
Mhm.
mean, they were different and they were so unique and
Yeah.
so different. And what never failed, because you didn't know any of these
Yeah.
people, you just order. I have a birthday, and then you would make
Yeah.
the cake. And what was amazing was to watch people's reaction as they tasted the cake,
Mm.
but also you would write down what you got and why you put coconut or why you put
Right.
cinnamon or what. I remember mine was like song of song. It was like chai something something. It had such
Right.
spices. I never forget it. I have a
Mm.
picture, and I should have loaded the pictures, but I wanted to focus on something else today.
Yeah.
But I just want to encourage those that are watching that, like Brittany. And I had another girl that I had given a word, but she does hair, and
Yes.
her business is so successful. She's one of the many ideas that I have showcased on the show. But I want to encourage those that have a passion for cooking
Mm.
or baking, or the Lord loves food. I interview my son as well. He's a chef, and he was saying food is important to the Lord, and I believe so. And he likes things beautiful. I've seen some of your wedding cakes, and
Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
precious. So
Yeah.
I'm very blessed by her gifting, but I also have seen the Lord. I can see the reaction of a person when they taste the cake and they
Yeah.
know it was made for them, and that
Mhm.
somebody actually prayed this into being.
Yeah.
So it's a very different kind of. It's not just a bakery.
Right.
By the way, tell me about your bakery. Where is it
Yeah.
located? Is it still there? It's been a
Yeah.
while.
So it's kind of developed a long ways from when I first had my storefront. But so I currently have a Cottage Act bakery, so
Oh,
it does allow me to work out of my home. I'm a
wow.
mama of two little ones,
I
and
love that.
I'm pregnant. I'm due in December, so I'm
Congratulations.
able to be able to work at my house, be able to also be with my kiddos. So that's been a tremendous blessing for me in
Yes.
this season. And I'm definitely more like on a part-time basis with my
Yes.
bakery, but still
Yes.
definitely want to steward the gift that God's given me. So
Yes.
I'm very intentional to still be able to bless like family, community, and
Yes.
just
Yes. Your
friends.
stuff is amazing.
Well,
But we're
thank
not
you.
here for the bakery. So
No.
I wanted, so that she mentioned she's married now, and I have grandbabies, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interviewing some of these people. Like I saw them when they were so young, and now
Yeah.
they're, mother of three.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Brittany. So, how has your creativity changed? I know you, and the reason why I want to ask that is because I know
Mhm.
you did Bethel
Yeah.
creativity, sometimes their
Mhm.
conferences and things, and I believe creativity is so important to the Lord.
Yeah.
So if you can share how you see creativity, what advice you will give the
Mhm.
audience that's creative out there and struggles with, well,
Yeah.
is this God, is too fluffy
Yeah.
or too flaky, or I don't know how to start. If any
Yeah.
wisdom you can share.
Yeah. I think one of the things I feel like God just constantly reminds me of is, where do I feel his pleasure in my
Mm.
creativity? And where that is like, that's where I find more of his presence.
Yes.
And to be able to really just step more into that. Like, if you love art or culinary or dancing, it's like, if you feel God's joy, if you feel his peace, like every time you move into those areas of creativity, then that's something that God's wanting you to be intentional with. and that is something that he takes delight in using you in. And even if it doesn't seem like something that you may be gifted in the moment, God's going to equip you. He's going to start to build those gifts. But I think it's also for us to step out in faith and in obedience to try to start small if you don't know really a lot about the industry, but just to almost like take that initial step forward and just say yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I love the way you articulated it. Find His pleasure. I do presence camps where we gather
Mm,
to host the presence, and a lot of the ideas that I'm hosting on the show have come from them being in the presence of God, and I usually find a theme. Um, to focus on as we gather, and a couple of them. One was to savor the Lord,
mm,
and it was so amazing because we did a cooking class, and it was just taste and see, kind of
yeah,
like your
like,
bakery. Taste and see that the Lord is so good, and
mhm,
it has been amazing.
yeah,
Another one, the focus was His delight,
yeah,
because He's delighting in us as we
mhm,
are creating. So it's actually an expression of heaven that comes through us.
yeah,
And if you think about it, why can't we tell the world about this,
mhm,
what God's moving through us? If you're
yeah,
making a dress or you're painting a painting or whatever it
mhm,
is you're doing, it's actually an inspiration
yeah,
of the Lord. And again, you can always create because the world creates
yeah,
without God. But
mhm,
imagine now the amazing upgrade of
yeah,
something that you make because you have spent God time with the Lord.
mhm,
So I love that expression, feel His pleasure.
yeah.
So those of you that are questioning, should I do this? Feel His pleasure. One reason why I wanted to have Brittany on the show is because recently I had not talked to her in such a long time, but it happened that she had written a children's book.
Oh.
And I was taken from the first video you posted. I'm like, oh, I love this. And I just got my copy, so I hopefully the reflection is not there and it's
Yeah.
backwards, I'm sure. But Brittany is the author of Baking with Bailey, is what
Yeah.
it's called.
Mhm.
And it is the most incredible book. I'm in love. I
Oh,
love
thank
I
you.
will show you, and not because she's on the screen. I truly like this. Um, I told her already. I mean, I did, some of the illustrations are so intricate and they're so beautiful. She looks at the kitchen, she shows the kitchen, the bedroom, the
Mm,
little animals, and all the things. And I won't tell you the story because I'll probably spoil it. But I think it's more than a children's book.
mm,
I think my perspective after seeing it and looking at it and reading some of the pages
mm,
is I'm fascinated by it. It's a great read, but also the illustrations
mm.
are just, and I know you did the illustrations yourself, so it's beyond creative.
Thank
Um,
you.
but the other thing when I first reached out to her was I believe this is I'm going to take the liberty of saying this without her permission. I believe this is an amazing homeschool tool
Yeah.
because I have a lot of moms. Like I said, some of my young adults have become moms now,
Mm,
and they don't want to put their kids in school. They want it, but then they struggle with how do I
mhm.
teach my kid,
Yeah.
this and that, and the math and the
Mhm.
complicated part of education. And I think you should do a series on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe that this can be an amazing, amazing tool for homeschooling, especially in the baking. You can probably bake with your kids. I can
Mhm.
see moms with this and the baking and showing the mixer and how
Mhm.
to measure. You can do math, so many things. So talk to me about your book because I sold it, but now I want you to tell me about it.
So this book is a just a huge testimony, honestly, on
Okay.
what God was doing in my life in this season. And I wrote it when I was on bed rest with my son 4.5 years ago. I was having a really traumatic pregnancy.
Pregnancy.
I was only able to get up for like 30 minutes a day and for like 3 to 4 months straight.
Oh, I'm
And I
sorry.
was just in the season where I'm like, God, like, I don't know what to do. I can't just sit here and like Netflix and chill for like 3 months. Like,
Yes.
what do you have for me in this season? And just through this time of like desperate prayer, I'm like, God, like, I thought you called me to bake. Like,
Yes.
I'm not able to get off the couch. Like, what do you have for me?
Mhm.
And I just felt his gentleness and just his love just consume me. And he's like, just so sweetly, I have placed creativity in you. And baking is one facet of that. But
Mm.
in this season, I'm unlocking a new area of
Oh,
creativity. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, that's awesome. I'm like bawling. I'm like,
yes.
thank you, Jesus. But I still didn't know what that looked like, what that meant. And my husband and I were praying just later that day. And my husband got the word and he's like, you know what? You've always wanted to write a children's book.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the season for it. And immediately, God started just downloading like all this inspiration of
Mm.
how to inspire the next generation with like baking and the prophetic and how to really activate kids like in their creativity and how to partner with God through it. And then the story just kind of started developing and into what it is today. And I hadn't illustrated since I was probably in elementary school. So God literally
You
had
did
to
a
like train
great
me
job. It's
what to
beautiful. It really is beautiful.
do. Thank you.
I love
So,
the mixer.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty special.
so it's kind of it's just so surreal that like 4.5 years later, I'm finally in this season where I just felt God's like urgency that the time is now
Yeah.
to release it and just to step into that, even though I did not know what I was doing.
Yeah. How
But God,
long did it take you to write it?
so the actual story probably took maybe a couple weeks. So it kind of came
Okay.
together pretty quick. But the illustrations took me about 3 years. So,
Okay.
because
Okay.
like through that time, I still had my bakery. And so once I got off bed rest, I kind of stepped back into that. And then I started having my kids. So then I'm like juggling all these things all at once. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How do the kids react to mom's creation? What is
Oh, yeah.
their
Oh, they love it
I
so
mean, I
much.
saw some of the social
Yeah.
media, the launching and the celebration, but tell
Yeah.
me, how do they have they heard the story? What's
They
the
have.
reaction?
Yeah. Yeah. So I read not quite the entire thing. My son's like 4.5, so he can
Yeah,
handle like bits and pieces at a time, but they love the illustrations. And
yes,
so whenever they see it, they're like, Bailey, Bailey. And
yeah,
like my daughter, she's 2, she's just over 2. Um, she's quite the little chatterbox now, but she'll run up to me, I'm proud of you, mama. And so it just like it's so sweet. It just melts
yeah.
your
They
heart.
understand it. They
Yeah.
understand the effort. Yeah, that's the beauty of these things,
Yeah.
that it impacts so many generations.
Yeah.
And now I can see little figures.
Yeah.
In the market,
Mhm.
like you can probably market with stuffed animals that
Oh
look
yeah.
like Bailey and the little baking thingy.
Mhm.
I actually was at the store today and I saw a coffee maker,
Oh
like a
yeah.
little make believe. I was at Trader Joe's, no,
Yeah.
somewhere in one of the stores, and they had this thing and it looked like a baking thing, and
Oh
I'm thinking,
wow.
I know, and that it was like a coffee, like a kitchen, but it looked different. And I thought, oh,
Interesting.
this will be great for baking with Bailey.
Oh
A box of all these creatures in it.
yeah.
So tell me, what's the plan for the book? I want to make sure the audience can order.
Hmm.
I know some of my friends, I put it on my social media, so you can probably
Yeah.
find it through my social media. But
Mhm.
I know a lot of people are like, I'm gonna order my copy and another. It's
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
Christmas gift. This is perfect for the holidays, people. So
Yeah.
get your copy today. And so tell me how they can order.
Yeah. So right now it's on Amazon.
Amazon.
So
Okay.
yes, so you can go to Amazon and if you type in baking with Bailey, it's under a sprinkle doodle
And when
supplies.
I misspell your name, so I should correct that, you know? Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, so it should pop up right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to show the author is Brittany Zaninovich.
Yes.
And so you can type her name or type the name Baking with Bailey. So they
Yes.
can order through Amazon. One of the thing is, would you be open to, because I think I can see the collaboration with some of the people that are doing homeschooling,
Yeah.
but also are doing things for kids.
Yeah.
So, I would like to encourage those in the audience that do a lot of things with children to maybe contact Brittany. How do they get in touch with you?
So the best way would probably be my email, or
Okay.
and then did I send that to you, or I can
Yes, you did
I can
send it
just
to
give
me.
it to
And
I can
I
give it to you again.
no, that's okay. I want to put it on the screen for people
Okay.
to contact you. So I'm going to do that. And so the best way to connect with you is Brittany
Yes.
at Taste and See Cakery. Okay.
Yes.
Taste and See. By the way, see, not to see, but the ocean,
Yes.
hyphen cakery. I should have done that before the show. .com. So let's see if it comes out right. Brittany at taste and see cakery.com.
Yeah.
Is
So
that
there's
it?
actually no hyphen. It just Taste and See Cakery.
Oh, okay. Okay. For some reason, it's because it didn't fit in the whole
Oh.
in my text. Okay, we're gonna
It's
do
kind of a
this.
long one.
Yeah, it's okay. So here we have our email. So if you want to contact Brittany to get the book, to get supply, to maybe partner with her, to use it as a tool for schools or Montessori's, we need to talk about that. I have a group of girls in a church here in La Jolla that
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all preschoolers. So I
Oh,
think this will be an incredible resource for them.
yeah.
So if you're interested in having her book or ordering her book, or you want to talk to her about the book, Brittany at tasteandseecakery.com.
Yes.
So contact her there. Now, what is next after Baking with Bailey?
Yeah. So I do feel like God wants it to be a series.
Yes,
So
I see
I've
that.
actually already started writing the second book.
Yes,
My hope is that it'll be out by next year, around the same time. But
yes.
we'll see. I can't commit to an actual
No, that's okay. In God's
time.
timing.
But
In God's timing.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's got to be also cooking with Bailey.
Yes. So I'm wanting to it's interesting because I feel like God wants to maybe highlight some of the different characters in it as
I
well.
Very
So
cool.
just to kind of showcase how
Yes, we
they're
have a lot of
also
them. We
coming
have a
into the
squirrel.
kitchen.
Yes, we have Bailey. We have a cat.
Yep.
We have many different ones. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
give it away. You can buy the book so you can
Yes.
see who they are.
Yeah.
And yes, and the
Yeah.
cookies are precious.
Oh, thank you.
So yes, so the next step would be to continue
Mhm.
portraying the different characters.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Have you
I'm
ever
not sure
thought
if
of?
I sent this to you, but I also with this I created a coloring book as well.
Oh, I
So and
love
then this one
that.
is kind of like a coloring book, like activity book. So
I love it.
there's different
And they can order that in Amazon as well.
yeah. So they
Okay.
can order this
So
one on Amazon as
even
well.
better. So you have this will be a great package for Christmas.
Yeah.
Have you thought of including little recipes?
So there is a recipe in the back of this one. So in
Okay.
the very back, this
Have I gone there?
let me find it. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
so
see the baking supplies.
yeah.
Okay, so
So
I
yeah.
haven't read the whole thing. So here we go. You do have recipes because I think this is a lot of my girlfriends, their kids love, my boy did love the kitchen,
Yeah.
having their equipment, their supplies, the little apron, Maybe we need a Bailey apron,
Yeah.
you know, with him on the front. So, I mean, this can go, I can see the whole thing
Yeah,
going
no.
beyond the book, but
Yes,
no
absolutely.
pressure, no pressure. But what I'm
Well, you're
saying
talking
is,
about all the ideas that I feel like God's already given
I
me.
know it's
So
so
good.
good. And again, this is also an example of how, like I said, with the cakes, it was like I saw it. You can bake, go make a cake what God wants. So I think, I hope people get inspired by the fact that you were so obedient, and also in a moment of a valley in your life,
Mhm.
something so beautiful
Yeah.
has been birthed. Not just your son, but also
Right.
beautiful, you know, a
Yeah.
beautiful, creative concept that can help so many. Because I'm not saying that because you're on the show, but I truly believe that a lot of these projects, sometimes we think they're just simple children's book, but you can really change a child's
Yeah.
life by encouraging them to embrace things that they like. And
Yeah.
a lot of the time, I'm a mom of a chef, and I don't cook. I did not cook. I think he cooked out of desperation because my food was so bad. But I could not help him, because I didn't have equipment. I was not at one baking or cooking in the house, but he had such passion,
Mm.
and he would go and buy all his own things, and I wish I would have supported him more when he was little, because he really enjoyed being in the kitchen, and it was something that made him happy,
Yeah.
and sometimes some of us don't have those skills. So I think this is a great tool to for moms that don't necessarily know how to bake. uh, Maybe encourage your kids to do it. Make it a family
Yeah.
affair, and cook. So,
Mhm.
Miss Brittany, I know you're a mom and you have things to do.
Mhm.
I want to give you the space for you to talk,
Mhm.
say anything you would want people to know, not
Yeah.
just about you, but about anything, even if it's a God thing.
Mhm.
The floor is yours. Share whatever you want.
Oh.
And if I forgot to ask you something that's important, please say it.
Oh no, I feel like everything is just exactly how God was wanting to lead it.
Yes,
So
for sure.
um but no, I think that the most important thing is our kids mirror us. And the more that we can bring God into those moments of creativity, of just daily life, the more that they're going to want to do that in their own little lives. And I see that even like with my kids today, it's like they want to be able to pray like all the time, and it's so cute. And I feel like that's something that we just need more of. It's just that childlike wonder and awe for the things that God is and the things that He
Yes.
wants to do, and just how He can be using us in simple moments.
Yeah. Yes. And that's a great word. Recently, I'll share this real quick before we go. I was visiting a friend of mine, and her grandbaby was playing with his dinosaurs, and
Mhm.
he was just playing. But there was a little Jesus. I don't know if you've seen these little Jesuses. Everybody has their like rubbery thingy. And in a moment, he's making believe that the dinosaur passed, died. And I said, oh, Jesus can raise him from the dead. So
Mhm.
we took little Jesus and we put him in front of the dinosaur. And,
Yeah.
and it's amazing what the imagination of a
Yeah.
child can do, and the opportunity to talk to them,
Yeah.
because it could be that they don't know. Maybe the family doesn't walk with the Lord.
Right.
I just happened to be in the household. To talk about things, and for kids anything is possible. I think that's why the Lord told them, come to me as children, because he knows that the innocence of a child,
Yeah.
the imagination can go as far as you
Mhm.
want it to be.
Yeah.
So, but
Absolutely.
thank you, Brittany, for taking
Thank
the
you.
time of your very busy schedule. She's a very busy mom. When are you due?
I'm due December 17th.
All right,
So
we're gonna have a
yeah.
Christmas baby.
Yes.
So thank you so much for making time. Thank you for sending me the book. I am
Yeah,
so excited.
absolutely.
I may order some more for the holidays. I think
Yeah.
every child should have one.
Yeah.
And I want to say congratulations, and may this be the beginning of a great adventure,
Yes. Thank you.
creative adventure for
Yes.
the impact of a generation that's desperate for having fun and be creative.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for
Yes. Thank you.
making time and sharing your book and your vision. I think this is just the beginning. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you to the audience for
Yes.
connecting and um, listening today. And like I said, get the book. You know how to do it. You can go to Amazon. And if you need to talk to her, I already gave you the email. So
Yeah.
follow up. Thank you so much. And
Yes.
thank you for connecting. And we will see you guys on the next episode with another great idea that gives God the glory
Yeah.
as we create with heaven in mind. Thank you so much. And until next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.